My name is Zach, and this is episode 27 in the Self Mastery series. Okay, right off the bat, I'm going to state my weight. It was 247 pounds this morning, 246.9, something like that. So we're going to write down 247 at the first line of my notes here today because we are going to kick off some accelerated results. So today begins what might be a 6-day fast. We shall see. I'm thinking I'll make it at least 6 days and potentially more, just depending on how I feel. So yesterday, let me fill you guys in from yesterday. I didn't go live. I didn't go to work. That's the first time I've missed work, and I don't even remember when. I woke up and I was just sweating bullets and violently ill, and so I may have mentioned I don't eat much pork, and I was really trying to cut my carbs down. So I had my salad. Anyway, I wanted a snack, and I bought a bag of pork rinds, which I've had in the past, but this was like a 6-ounce bag. It was a lot of them, and since there's 0 carbs in them, and the calories just got me up to my normal calorie count for the day, I ate the whole bag. And like I said, I eat pork. I just don't regularly eat it. I don't regularly buy it. I just try to limit it. I say I don't eat pork so that it keeps it down to a minimum. And anyway, man, I learned my lesson because I woke up, had the air conditioning on. It's 68 degrees. I believe that's optimal sleeping temperature. And I woke up just sweating bullets, made it to the bathroom, was going out both ways, vomiting, and it was just bad. And it was kind of like, you lose a little weight, you lose a little volume of, diuretically, you're going to lose a bunch of water throwing up and everything. So by the end of the day, I ate a little bit of food yesterday. I had a huge salad and so a couple other items. I had some eggs or whatever left over, and I weighed myself and I was 246.9. That was last night. I don't even know what I didn't weigh myself today, but so I'm just kicking that. I'm saying that's the starting weight for a up to 6-day fast. So I've done many fasts in the past. 6 days is nothing. Just this year I've done 13 96-hour fasts. If you watch the Healthy, Wealthy, Happy series, getting into after so many videos, it was pretty much I was doing it the whole time in that I think 102 video series. If you go back and watch that, you can really see the mindset of where I was at, where I started. I didn't even know what I was going to do. I just started a YouTube channel because I had my heart broken for the last time, and I was like, I just have to love myself and focus on myself. And a big part of that was getting healthy again and getting in better shape physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And that's what this journey is all about. And that's why I named this series the Self Mastery series, because it's a push to learn how to master myself. And one of those things to master is eating. I have it down pretty easily where I can fast, intermittently fast, and just eat one meal. It's not a big deal at all to me. It feels comfortable. I wake up, I call it coffee, cardio, and keto. I get up and drink 2 cups of coffee, then I go into my water, my black tea, green tea, and I just stick with that and, drink water, work out. Today, I didn't work out much today because I didn't want to push my body too much after yesterday's food poisoning. So I just got my 12,824 steps in. I got home from work today and I only had 10,000 steps in. So I just walked down to the park and back, which was like a mile, maybe a little more. Was like made it to 12,824 steps. How many miles is that? 5 miles? 6.6 miles. So that's probably the least amount of steps I've had in like 2 weeks. But I feel okay with it. Like another part of this self mastery is not being hard on yourself, not being hard on other people, not even letting people be hard on you. You have to just understand their weaknesses and their flaws and their suffering and their sorrows. And when somebody bullies you, I'll call it as an adult, because that's really what it is. When they're putting you down and bashing you, it's because they're they're feeling insignificant, they're feeling weak, they're feeling less than you, and by putting you down, they feel like they're putting themselves above you, and really you should feel sorry for them. So I'm just laying that foundation as this is part of self mastery. Learn to control yourself in your emotions. People say, "Oh, you made me angry." It's like nobody can make you angry. You chose to be angry. You can choose to not be angry. You can choose to not be heartbroken. You can choose to move on and love yourself more than blank, sugar, cocaine, pop, whatever your weakness is. And I am a Christian, and I just want to reaffirm that in this self mastery series that everything I do, when I eat Omad, I do it into the service of Jesus Christ. And say that doesn't make sense to me. Well, when you get there, it will. When you're running hard and you're training hard for me, a half marathon, I do it for Christ. If I can become more known on YouTube by becoming more and more fit, then I will have a larger audience to gain souls for Jesus Christ. Is it 100% my job? Like biblically speaking, the Bible even says don't cast pearls before swine. But I don't think of myself as a preacher, but maybe just as somebody that would give you a Christian word of advice here or there if you seek it, and you can freely watch my channel or not. And so I take that as you are freely seeking it. If you don't want it, you can go away, but I hope you will stay. Speaking of that, if you're new to the channel, I would love a comment or just a like or a share. Hit the notification bell. I've been trying to go live more and more days now that I am in the Self Mastery series. I've had some extended work weeks the last couple of weeks. I have 0 days off except for yesterday when I was sick, so it wasn't much of a vacation. So I haven't been live as often as I have in the past. Like January, February, March, I was live almost every day, like most days, like 90% of them. So the coffee cardio keto is the way. If you read about where does it talk about the way? Oh, like in the War Manual of Sun Tzu, there's always a way. Like water flows through the path of least resistance. You pour water into a cup, it becomes the shape of the cup, and it talks about the way, and it's the way of war, the way of victory, the way to victory, the way of escape, the way of defeating your enemy by any means necessary and optimally, but without going to war with them. And for me, this has been the least conflicting way to do war with myself is to have a couple of cups of coffee. And I do plan on cutting it back out again. It's just a very strong appetite suppressant. And getting my cardio in, whatever it is, it can be lifting. I lift light weights to where even lifting weights I call cardio because, if you got some kind of watch on, like I have the Garmin 735 XL, something like that. It's just a great tool to monitor yourself. And like doing a set of 40 bench presses with just whatever a light weight is to you. To me, like 105 pounds is super light to me, where I can do like 40 or 50 reps at once. And it's just like doing it's just like HIIT. It gets my heart rate banging, and then I take a break, and then do it again and take a break. So I just call even lifting weights is cardio. So it's just all cardio. I don't lift heavy. I have big muscles from the past, but I'm really looking to shrink my body down into just a healthy fit. Kind of like I dream about a hoplite, if you know about hoplites in the Battle of Marathon and the Greek city-states and everything. Just a warrior. So fasting, fitness, and fun is my next line here. And it's just kind of a joke off of coffee, cardio, and keto because I'm kicking off the fasting today. And I'm focusing on my fitness, and I want to not necessarily just have fun, although that's very important. Like playing board games or going to entertainment events, concerts or sporting events. Spending time with your children, your significant others. Like I said, just even playing a board game or doing something that's kind of hands-on, brains-on entertainment. Like not like watching TV or going to a movie. That's kind of brains-off entertainment, fun. So get out and enjoy nature, breathe the chlorophyll from the green vegetation, and just enjoy the journey. Make it simple. Like I said, if you want to eat a large pizza, you might as well do it, because if it's on your mind to do it, it's going to plague you until you do it. And you gotta get to a point where you do not want to eat a large pizza. Like right now, I do not want to eat a large pizza. I want to drink water right after this video because I'm feeling myself pretty parched. I'm pretty dry. So today is the first day. So I'm like 24 hours into a fast. Not even, because I ate my meal a little later than this last night, but I'm 24 hours in basically. And I took some fasting salts today. I took like 6 capsules, 3 capsules at one time with one of my bottles of water and 3 with another. I meant to take 3 more, but I left them at work. And then my water here is fresh spring water, so it has minerals in it. So I'm going to be chugging that all night, and we'll see where the weight loss results. The lowest I got in the Healthy, Wealthy, Happy series, at the end of that, after 13 96-hour fasts, and then 13 96-hour feeding windows where I did all different kinds of diets. I did breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I did Omad. I did high carb, low carb. I just did whatever, but I ended up losing 36 pounds, and I was from 270 down to 234. So I was 247 this morning, last night, and we'll see. Maybe I can pass myself all the way down to getting below 234, which would be fun, So the first goal, like to say I lost 100 pounds, will be at 215 pounds because I was 315 pounds January 1st, 2016, and I know that's a while back, and I have been up and down, up and down, up and down since. And then when I started this channel, I was 270 pounds. So my goal when I started this channel was lose 100 pounds. So that'll be down to 170. And I have established that goal to be even less than that if necessary. I don't necessarily have to be 155 pounds, but 160 is actually the max for my BMI for 5'8". I'm like 5'8" and 3/4 though, so it's kind of like if I'm feeling just 100% amazing and jacked with muscle and I'm not tired and I'm not, lagging at all and I'm running 5Ks in 20 minutes at 170, then I'll stick there. But if I need to lose more, I will. So my next note is plan your work and then work your plan. And I'm finding this is really helping me out. I have a planner here in my apartment that I just don't use enough. I'll write notes on there, but then I'm at work all day, and then I get off work and I go to the gym, and then I'm out hiking, and then I get home and I'm eating, so I brought a planner to work, and I'm there all day where I can sit down at my desk intermittently and take notes and look at my calendar and do my computer work. And so I'm finding that to be of great value. This is when I ran last. This is how far I went. This was my. You get a score on your phone or on my Garmin app, and then it connects to my phone and gives me my recovery time and just a bunch of great tools. So get to watch, guys, and just figure it out yourself. It's amazing. When do I run next? What routine am I on? Am I doing sprints today? Intermittent run, long walk, day off? Whatever. So my next note I wrote, be single-minded with a single step, and what I mean by that is to just focus on what you need to do in the moment. You just can't run a marathon without running the first step. So just focus on running that first step. You cannot lose 100 pounds without losing one. So just focus on losing one. You can't lose 100 pounds. Nothing you ever do is going to cause you to lose 100 pounds. You're only going to do something that causes you to lose an ounce, and then 2 ounces, and then a pound, and then 2 pounds, and then 10 pounds, and 20 pounds, So, but you have to stay focused on what you need to do now, because if it's ever what you need to do tomorrow, you risk not doing it until tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. So you've got to do it today. So I hope that came across right. Single-minded with a single step. And it just makes that large task a lot easier. You just break it down into a single step. This is what I need to do, and I can do it. And I will do it. I love this one. Stop waiting for the cavalry to arrive. You are the cavalry. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's. Just quit with the crybaby, poor me bullshit. You are the cavalry. You are your saving grace. You're your problem. You are the obstacle. It is you that you must conquer. You are the only thing slowing you down. And I hope you will consider to just keep following along with my channel and allow me to develop my mind more and allow it to pass through the ether onto you guys and just have that positive mental state, that positive mindset where you can find the joy in any situation. It's so easy to be overwhelmed by this world, this earth age, this life we're living in America and wherever you are around the world. It can be so frustrating and so seemingly unfair and evil and down. But if you can break through that and just look at the good things in life. I was laying in the sun today and I was gripping my fingers into the grass. I had my shirt off, panning out a little bit, and I was just really kind of contact with the earth. And I was listening to some positive motivation books, and I was daydreaming about how oppressive my child support payments are and how unfair it is, and they won't calculate it correctly, and they have me paying on more children than they're supposed to because three of my kids are over 18 and two of them are under 18, but they have me paying on three, not two, and just these negative thoughts. And then the book, I had it sitting behind my head, so I could hear it easily laying down. And it was like, just think about where you are right now. And I just snapped into the moment, and I'm in the sun. The warm sun rays are going into my skin, creating vitamin D, health building. I'm doing crunches, I'm doing Kegels, I'm contacting the earth for some grounding. I have money in the bank, I have food in the I don't necessarily have food in my fridge, but I could drive down to the grocery store and fill the thing packed full of food at any time I wanted. Life is very easy and everything's fine. So stop waiting for the cavalry. You are the cavalry. Come to your own rescue. So do now, think later. And it's kind of like Nike's just do it, but I think it's a little more in depth here. And my point is, don't overthink the step. Be single-minded in the single step and just take the step. You don't worry, well, where is it going? Well, you have a goal, you set the goal, you wrote down the goal, you repeat the goal, you read the goals regularly. This is not it, but I have it at work. It's just a piece of paper like this, and it has goals written on it. And I whip it out every morning, and I just look at it. Sometimes I read it out loud, sometimes I just read it. Sometimes I kind of scratch a little bit out and kind of change it a little bit, like, oh wait, I want to do this and this and this. It's customizable. It's your life. It's your goals. You can do what you want. And then don't worry so much about how you can do it. Like this 6-day fast. Begin 6-day fast today. All I'm thinking about right now is drinking water because it's important to drink water on a fast. But what about tomorrow? What if you get hungry? What if you get sick? No, can't live tomorrow today. What does the Bible say? Today is sufficient. The worries of today are sufficient for today. Let tomorrow's worries deal with themselves. We'll get there. It'll be today when we're there, and we'll deal with them issues then. So just do it now. Whatever the goal is, you break that goal down into what steps need to be taken, and then just take the step now. And then you can calculate it all out later and figure it out. So positive self-talk is my next note here. That has a lot to do with, and there's 1,000 books on positive, just being positive and positive self-talk. But the one I read recently was Unfuck Yourself by Gary Bishop. And he just has like a list of 7 or 8. I am willing. I am, it's a bunch of I am, and then just it kind of goes along with your goal sheet, that I am willing to, I want to lose 100 pounds. You say, well, I'm willing. How are you going to lose 100 pounds? Before you even plan out how you're going to do it, just say that I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do whatever that I figure out how to do. I'm willing to do it. And that's just step one. And I got to write those down because I keep referring to his book. And I had them written down on a different sheet, but I don't have that sheet right now. So positive self-talk is very important. The first step, I think, is just self-love. And then when you learn to love yourself and care about yourself and realize that you can fix yourself, and your physical body can heal itself, your mental state can heal itself, your emotions, you can become so much you can become emotionally so much stronger than you even know. You can learn to handle anything and be super calm and not overreact and not get so hurt and not get so broken and not get so damaged at every thorn. You can get stronger and stronger. So follow along and let's get stronger together. So, and a big part of that is, the next step is the positive self-talk then, and learn what to say, learn what to do. I'll make a video just about that coming up. Here's an important step. This is kind of more, you have to be unwilling to stay where you are. And you have to admit to yourself that you have agreed in at least a subconscious way, you have agreed to stay where you are, whether it's your marriage or your job or your physical condition or your economic state, whatever it is, you're winning. You're doing exactly what you've agreed to do. You know, the position you are in, you are in it because you've agreed to be in it, and you've agreed to stay in it, and you're not doing shit to get out of it. So, you know what I mean? Like, this has to be admitted to yourself for you to be able to grow, for you to be able to say, okay, now I'm not willing. I am not willing to stay where I was. I'm not willing to be stagnant. I'm not willing to drink alcohol and damage my liver and my kidneys. And like, if you have a goal, let's just say quit drinking, because I don't drink much at all, and it was hard to overcome. But when you have a serious health issue that you can tie to it, it made it a lot easier. For me, it was type 2 diabetes. You're damaging your kidneys if you're drinking every day badly. I mean, badly. You're going to die much younger than you would have if you didn't drink. So my point is, you have to recognize that you've agreed to stay where you are, and just agree then now to not stay where you are, and change now, and be willing to start now. Tomorrow will not come. The cavalry is not coming. It's you. You got to get up and go. So be willing to do it now. So do the things that lead you to the things you actually want. And this sounds kind of circular, but it's not. It's people. I just know when I was very overweight, I would say I want to lose weight, and then I'd go to the grocery store and buy a gallon of ice cream, because not only did I want to lose weight, I also wanted to feed my addiction to sugar, and it was easier, and it's a lot easier to get a sugar high right now than it is to go walk 2 miles, and walking 2 miles, you're not going to lose anything. You can come home and look just the same and feel just the same, maybe feel worse, because if you're 315 pounds of just obese alcoholic going to walk 2 miles, it'd probably be a lot of pain and suffering and hurting, and where the ice cream gave you nothing but pleasure. But at some point, especially when you're down the road a little bit, like I'm 50, 65, I'm 70 pounds lighter than I was, and it feels a lot better now to go for a walk instead of now it's like the ice cream is painful. The walk didn't produce immediate results, and the ice cream produced immediate joy. But then in the long term, the ice cream is causing death and disease and obesity and diabetes. And in the long term, the walk is causing health and wealth and fitness, and a wealth of fitness, and increased testosterone. Guys, look up the benefits of walking, like the really current research on walking, and just how beneficial it is to your body. It's like they got it down to like every so many steps is increasing in benefits, and it's just exponential. It's almost like warp drive on Star Trek, where warp 1 and you go to warp 2. Warp 2 is not twice as fast as warp 1. It's like many, 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 many times faster. And then warp 3 is many, many, many times faster, more than that. And that's kind of how walking is. It's like, walking your normal in and out of the car, and in and out of the house, and in and out of your work, and in and out of the grocery store. You might end up with close to 10,000 steps a day just doing your normal routine. Your body's so used to that, that it's good. It's great that you got 10,000 steps in, but even going to walk 2,000 more steps after work, like I did today, perfect example. I had 10,000 steps in. I got home. My watch said my goal was 12,000, so I walked 2,000 more, and I ended up, 12,500. And when I read about the increase in testosterone, I don't want to say the numbers because I don't remember, but it was like a large increase let's just say per tenth of a mile after your normal day, because your body gets used to your normal routine. And once you go above and beyond that, for example, primitive man, it said that they walked an average of, and it's something like 3.5 or 4.5 miles more per day than we do. So get out and walk a few miles. So that was tied to doing the things that lead to what you actually want. So I got home today. I saw my steps were, and I just took the steps necessary, literal steps, but it could have been figurative steps in another goal. Whether like throwing $10 in a can because you want to save up $1,000. It's easy, just throw 20 bucks in the can every day, every other day, whenever you can. Take the steps that are leading to where you want to go, and stop taking the steps that are leading to where you don't want to go. And it sounds so silly to say it like that, but I just want it to be very simplistic because it is what it is. You stop doing the shit that's killing you and start doing the shit that's going to save you. And it's you. The cavalry is you. You're going to save yourself. And my last note here on this subject is victory over victim. And it's that attitude of when you want the ice cream, and I'm just using ice cream because I love ice cream. I also love chips and a bunch of other junk food. I really have no desire for it right now. I'll have it again. It's like it's no big deal. I'll uh I'll enjoy some junk food at some point. It's just not a big part of my life right now. It's like alcohol. I used to drink every day, a lot of beers and mixed drinks and shots every day for 20 years. And now I drink, a drink or maybe a drink a week. I've drank a little more lately, but I'm on the 6 day fast. You can't drink, but during the keto, I was just having like one shot of whiskey on the rocks, and maybe I've had a few beers this year too. So it's just a little here and there. Got it whipped. So that's how junk food will be. It's just not a big deal, not a significant source of negative to make the difference. And let's just I use the example like I'm gonna start. Let's just say keto because I believe it's a great diet. It's a great way to work your way into intermittent fasting and a healthy lifestyle together, cutting out all the processed foods and stuff. And you say, okay, let me just try keto for a week. And you're like breakfast time on the first day. You say, well, I'm just going to eat my normal breakfast because I know it's going to work so good. I'll just, I'll start the keto diet for lunch. And it's like, because, you can cheat once in a while, It's like, okay, if you didn't even make it past the first meal before you started cheating, then it's not cheating. It's you didn't decide. You didn't decide to do anything yet. You're just still living your normal life, which is, this channel is about losing weight. So my normal life was morbid, obese, alcoholic, and went far back enough, drug addict, and whatever else. So, all right, guys, that is about the totality of my notes today. And I want to just impress upon you the positive mental attitude that it takes. It's a decision that is so stuck in me right now. Like I know I'm going to succeed. It's not even how anymore. I just know I'm going to succeed. I don't care how. How will figure itself out. When you have the why, the how will answer itself. And right now that's what's happening. I just had this click in my brain like less than a month ago. And the last few weeks, it's just been nothing but positive. I've been eating 100% better, working out more, going on longer runs, like my long runs up to 5 miles now, which I just need to get it up to about 7 or 8 miles before I start my half marathon training, which is coming up soon. Yeah, a few weeks. So I need to bump up that long run by at least 2 miles by August, by the first week of August, like August 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, somewhere in there. Okay, guys, I guess I got cut off there for about a minute. I'm surprised it even reconnected. Hopefully I'm still live. It looks like I am. But I was just about to wrap it up. I was like, oh my God, why did I just wrap it up 10 seconds sooner? I'd have been out of it. But okay, guys, this is the episode for today. So jump on board with Jesus because he loves you. I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next episode.